Welcome
right.
to episode 181 of the Dumb Marks Podcast.
Part 2.
181A, Papa Rhodes.
Oh.
Mama Rhodes is part 1. Papa Rhodes tells you the other story on part 2.
Steve always goes out with a bang. Shut the whole show down.
So we had a little technical glitch whenever Steve logged off there. So sorry about that, guys. This is the first time that's ever happened on here. So
yeah. So whenever we do this, nobody running no more.
No,
No more running.
You off the show. You off the show.
Yeah.
Steve, typical Steve. Oh, I'm leaving the show. Show's over with. No one else is gonna pay attention.
I don't even know where we go. I forgot where we even last talked about.
So Steve's we had already touched on, so nothing new that we hadn't already discussed on there. Jason, did you go over? No, you didn't have a jabroni, so
no.
We were just kind
of we were talking about SmackDown as a whole.
Oh yeah,
and Jade, yeah. So.
All right.
I had okay, back to real quick.
The only other, I was gonna say the only other jobber that I had for the week was just the lack of Roman on TV. You guys touched on it last week. It just don't seem like the title is important. It just seems like Rock and Cody or like the main event.
It really does.
It does.
And then you're doing if you're doing the Andre Invitational on SmackDown next week, I don't want to see Roman on that show.
No,
it's like a throwaway show.
The past couple years, yeah, it has been. Did they announce any other matches besides Andre for next week?
No, I don't think.
Okay.
But then that's good because that takes me back to Roman and Cody or Rock and Cody, and people asking what's Roman's match for the Mania because you're so interested in Cody and Roman or Cody and Rock right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rock's supposed to be on Raw this week, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's announced for there. Is Roman announced for anything this week?
Did they say something about Roman being on Monday too?
I didn't see anything.
Okay. I thought I might have heard something, but yeah, probably not.
That one surprised me. I mean, if you go 2 weeks though, leading up to Mania without Roman, that's bad.
If that's the case, take the belt off the man. Finish the story there. Just finish the story. I don't want it to happen, but if this is how you're going to go into Mania, not being on the last 2 shows, just finish the story.
And how we always say during Mania season, imagine if The Rock or Stone Cold back in their prime took all missed days.
They didn't take any weeks off.
No, they didn't. No.
I wasn't heard of until Brock came around.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Because even when Cena was Cena was there all the whole time.
Yeah.
Leading up to Mania.
Building up each week.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this feels like they're playing with the people. It's like he wanted Rock and Roman, or you wanted Rock and Roman. Then Cody popped in, and you wanted Cody and Roman to finish the story. Now they're like, we'll throw you to Rock. Now you want Rock Cody more than you want Rock and Roman or Cody and Roman.
Make your minds up.
What you want?
Make your minds up.
But at the same time, that's what they're giving you.
Yeah, true.
It's like, so it's not that, Rock's not around, he's the one not on, people wanting that. It's like he's the one that's on. So
yes,
like that's the way it feels like you're going more than anything. And where's Triple H at?
He's never supposed to be in it. Hey,
I get but he started kind of kicked this off, I'm the boss here, not you.
And that's all. And
he hasn't been on.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you need to say. He is the boss. You don't have to show up.
No, you got to show up. You got to be that.
Well, he might be the boss, but he ain't the final boss. So there you
go. Full circle now.
Yep.
Do you think that plays anything in Mania?
No, I don't need all kind of the story stuff extended and that stuff. Mania just needs to be the fights themselves.
Okay.
It don't need to be story like more storytelling. like story layer in. That's what Raw and SmackDown is for.
Yeah.
Yes. When the event comes, it's just the event. Yeah, it's just like no more storytelling during the Super Bowl. You just played the damn game. That's it. You missed your opportunity.
I mean, it's kind of like the whole, do you need more than one boss at a time, I guess, in a way. So if The Rock keeps saying, he's the final boss and, he's on the board, do you really need Triple H to be there at the same time? If it's not going a power struggle type dynamic, it's probably better that it's just The Rock.
I feel like that should come after Mania.
Yeah, because I mean, you got the GMs on TV and you got The Rock, so it's like if you guys
too many.
Add,
it's too much. Yeah, less is more.
For a lot of different stuff on TV on their programming.
Yes.
Yeah,
and it don't seem like the GMs have any say on The Rock anyway. Like on TV, like I don't see Nick Aldis going up to Rock at all.
No,
he goes up to Heyman. That's about how high he goes up to. Or whenever Roman's on TV, But yeah, I never saw Aldis intermingle with The Rock yet.
No,
not too much Roman either.
Oh,
yeah. You see Pierce talk to The Rock?
Yeah, I've only seen Pierce. Oh no, I did. He did have a sit down. He's like, "Why didn't you come through me when you made this decision?" I'm the GM.
Yeah,
have a sit down. That was one time I seen him interact. Other than that, he was talking to Paul to talk to Roman.
Yeah, that's it.
Bored. Yeah.
Anything else before we jump into our game?
I have nothing else.
Nothing.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Nothing on the TNA ROH front. I mean, why did I even say ROH?
Definitely not on the ROH front.
No.
All
I see is the women's division, and that's
maybe we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
We mentioned it before. Young Bucks and Private Party, hell of a match. Again, it was just like their match 5 years ago, and just the results was different. But kudos to both of them.
Yeah, I watched TNA this week. Some good. This was the first episode this week from their tapings in Philly last weekend. We talked about the behind the scenes changes in the company, and there was like some slight changes that I'm noticing, like to production. Like they adjusted the set a little bit this week. I like the way they did it. I've noticed a little bit the past couple weeks. I've noticed a slight change to the look, like in the ring production.
What, TNA?
Tony Kornheiser, I know we all know him. I don't know if you know him, but he has a podcast called "This Show Stinks," and that's the way he always talks about his show. Like, this show stinks. That can be our tagline. This show is. But yeah, I think TNA, like, it's match wise and stuff's going the same. I see some changes in their production, so we'll see as they bring in new talent and whatever, coming soon. See how that continues to grow.
Now, do they have anything big on this going to Mania?
They don't. No.
They don't? Okay.
Yeah. TNA has nothing. Yeah. So they were there, last week, so they were there 2 weeks before in Philly. They have in the past done some stuff Mania weekend.
That's a shock. Normally you have like
everybody,
like the well-known promotions doing something during Mania. So it's just going to be like the local indie scene around Philly, in New York, New Jersey. That might be something.
Yeah, more so with that. Ring of Honor will be there, of course.
That's AEW. You might as well say AEW is going to be there.
But yeah, like AEW, like isn't like their main. I don't even know. I know like the show's next week. I don't know if it is actually in Philly or not, but I know I don't even know where the show's at next week. But their TNA's building up to their pay-per-view, which is a month away. So. But thanks for tuning in every week.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody watching.
Yeah. Steve ever send you your shirt yet?
So let's hop into our game. Something simple. All right. I want you to pick your ultimate WrestleMania match. Any wrestler, any era, any time period, any promotion that you would like to see main event, that you would have loved to see main event WrestleMania.
This is tough.
Yeah.
This is really tough. Do you want to kick off with yours? Do you have something specific in mind?
For me, because right off the bat, because I was actually thinking of this for like one of my games, but I like to see Savage when he was heel against Hogan. So that gimmick of Savage.
It's like WrestleMania 5-ish.
So yeah, I guess a WrestleMania 5-ish Savage against DX Shawn Michaels back in '97.
Interesting.
For the Winged Eagle WWF title.
That could be a really interesting match.
Straight match. Just regular straight match.
Like the first thing that came to my mind was HBK versus Ospreay.
Any specific timeline?
No, just I mean, I would have taken any HBK.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now this more so this current Ospreay.
This current one?
Yeah, because I know before he was more flips and moves. Now he's
more grounded.
More grounded, more power. Yeah. Come on.
I can't think of another one.
Would you like a spot fest or a storytelling match?
Storytelling.
Storytelling. Okay.
I mean, I think we're gonna do Shawn around the ring here. I'm thinking WrestleMania 12 era Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
You know, Boyhood Dream versus 2004-ish AJ Styles.
I was thinking that too.
Like see two of them kind of like being young, you know, but able to do a little bit more, like not as limited in the ring. Not that either one of them were ever limited towards the end, but you know how much more, a little more fast that they were in the ring, you know, those at that point.
I was thinking of WrestleMania 25 Shawn against New Japan AJ.
Okay. That'd be good.
Both more experienced, you know, a little later in their careers, but still had the agility to do some of the stuff they did when they were younger.
Yeah. I mean, I would like the matches that we were never given too.
Yeah.
You know, that the Hogan Flair, you know, in WWF, the Undertaker Sting, you know, in their prime.
Rock Shawn Michaels.
Rock Shawn.
Yeah.
Apparently that was never going to happen. But
give me a Cody and Rick.
You talking about storytelling?
I would just love to see the storytelling in that. Just
that would go Broadway probably.
That win some awards. Some.
I'm gonna chop you like I chopped your daddy.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Jason.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many you could really pick out of this, though. I mean, just. Trying to think of like, you could even go ECW Taz, you know, like the submission he was versus, you know, at the time, Bret Hart was like the submission person in WWF, and have like those two go. I know you'd love to see Bret Hart get choked out. So,
choked out. Would not love to see that match. Taz and perfect.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay. Upgraded. Huh?
Yeah, that would definitely be a good one there.
Yeah.
If
This segment of the Dumb Marks podcast brought to you by WWE 2K24.
You speaking of that, if you really want to see a technical fest, the Dean Malenko versus Mr. Perfect.
Ooh. Yeah. Good call. Not so much, the other matches we were talking about, like they would have killed it on the mic. That one, I don't know so much, but the match.
The match, yeah, I'm talking about the match. Yeah.
There would be no good build to that match.
The stare down.
Bobby Heenan just making fun of Dean Malenko like for 8 weeks.
But for main event, my first one I said with Macho Man and that version of Shawn Michaels.
I might put Cody and Rick over the HBK and Ospreay.
With that storytelling at its best there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two of the best to do it.
Both will bleed.
Every move is a novel.
Blonde hair turning red. All 60 minutes of that match.
Both families sit inside, ringside.
And everybody cried. Everybody cried. Families cried. They cried.
I can see it. Oh,
everybody cried.
So if it's in WWE, yes, everybody cries. If it's in AEW, the families brawl on the outside.
Yeah, that was
damn Taquan.
Ty, you just remember everything.
Yes.
Your memory is unbelievable.
How old are you, Taquan? I feel like you just watched this shit. You're probably like 18, 19. You get that fresh memory.
Yeah, my memory ain't fresh anymore.
No.
So we have to do research for the show.
Still got a little bit.
You saw how long it took me to struggle just to make that match.
Anything before we
different eras.
Anything before we close out?
No.
No?
I think we hit on everything that I had.
Okay. Okay. Quote of the week. On April Fool's Day, believe nothing, trust no one, just like any other day. With that being said, I'm a Mark, you're a Mark, tell it Mark, and happy April Fool's Day tomorrow.